Hello everyone. First of all, a very happy new year going forward. And it starts on a day where the entire country is at a lockdown. And never mind, these are times which we've not probably seen in our history, at least in recent past. Uncharted waters, untested territories. But I think this also gives us an opportunity to introspect, retrospect. As human beings, probably we did something right, something wrong. And I think this virus is here. I have a reason to believe that it's going to stay for a few more days before it really gets out of the country, probably gets out on the planet at large. By far, as far as our records go, India looks to be pretty well insulated for whatever reasons. But as our Prime Minister pointed out, the next 2-3 weeks are going to be extremely crucial as far as the management of this virus is concerned. And as we are all law-abiding citizens, and I believe and I strongly believe that my students are equally law-abiding, they would take the necessary government orders and stay indoors, stay safe. But having said this, as students of management, I think this is an important lesson. I remember when I was studying my MBA, my finance faculty made a mention that never assume anything in life. And I think after 26, 27 years after passing out, I think probably we understand the meaning of this statement. A couple of weeks back, we were all talking about plenty of stuff, like travel to Europe, travel to Colombo, travel to Sri Lanka, the IVs that probably happened with the second year kids, the IV with the first year kids was round the corner. I think tonight they were supposed to leave. And that's not all happening, obviously, but see how probably the environment changes in as less as 2 weeks. I mean, why 2 weeks? Maybe on last Wednesday, we were all celebrating MPL, Premier League, NBA Premier League celebration with the core committee in Sazio on the very same day in last week, assuming that things are going to probably turn for good. I'm an eternal optimist, obviously, but one lesson for all my students is yes, these are challenging times, these are testing times, these are times which have not been seen by mankind for at least 100 years. So obviously there are hardly few people on this planet who probably seen these kind of times that rocked the world in 1918 with Spanish flu. So obviously not too many people around as lawmakers and decision makers have the experience, but I think they have the expertise, and I think they have the intellect, and I think they have the necessary bandwidth to give us all the advice as what we as responsible citizens and responsible students of management need to do. And we've been advised to stay at home, we've been advised to stay calm, we've been advised not to panic, and that's my biggest advice to you. Panic will not gonna take you anywhere. Negativism doesn't make you positive ever. No panic, no negativism. I believe life's gonna be good. Give ourselves a couple of weeks, maybe 3, maybe 4. It's gonna be back, and it's gonna be back with a lot of lessons for each one of us, with a lot of lessons which will probably make us better human beings. Humility will be back. We all will learn the lessons of being humble, kind towards each other. Empathy would probably make a serious inroad in everyone's minds, because this virus is teaching us, probably has taught us. It's not us, it's because of us that somebody is gonna get probably affected, and that is really gonna hurt any one of us if he or she is responsible for this kind of an act. And I think that's gonna be an important lesson. Empathy towards our fellow colleagues. Yes, competition is here to stay. Now yesterday, a couple of my students posted, "Sir, what do you see the economy probably shaping up because of this virus?" Yes, I mean, obviously you're going to have a fair bit of concerns as far as the economy is concerned. Maybe we're going to lose a quarter. And when I'm talking about a quarter to be lost in a lockdown, you're talking about approximately a knockoff of a GDP of at least 1.5% to 2%. But you know what? This gets prioritized over a period of next 2 to 5 years, as long as the human entities can manage it. Secondly, these kind of calamities or this kind of necessary concerns that arise in the world can be managed with proper fiscal stimuli. So yes, fiscal stimuli is around the corner. Trust me on this. And this entire thing is going to come at the cost of fiscal balances. Our fiscal deficit may go a little offbeat, but I think the government is going to probably weigh this as an option and say, gosh, it's in the interest of humanity and our country citizens at large. Fiscal stimulus is important. Fiscal deficit can probably take a walk. And I think things are going to be back to normal. We all are going to be stretching a bit. We're going to all be really probably saying to ourselves, hey, come on, let's go back 6 weeks back. Yes, 6 weeks later, we're going to be 6 weeks back. Back to normal days, guys. But with different mindset as better human beings. Students of management, I've given you a chopdi. I think the chopdi is going to come handy. Trust me on this. Live your experiences. Mark all the answers. Probably state whatever I've asked you to do as a preparation. Preparation is going to make you content heavy. Content heavy will ensure that you become confident. Confidence will build your communication, and eventually the articulated communication that all of you desire to have would come your way with the 2x2 matrix that I mentioned about. The speed and the decibel level. Speed that gives you grace, decibels that give you impact. Eventually, a practice of the next 6 weeks, as whatever we have pointed out, as far as the chopdi is concerned, as far as the preparation is concerned, would make you ready to be a part of a new corporate world, not just new corporate India, but global world at large, because I think this virus has impacted half bit of Europe and probably half bit of UK, US. Opportunities might come knocking few months down the road. Guys, take this as an opportunity to be a better human being, better management student. Kindly await for my further post. Yes, I may sound very serious at times. I'm serious, but as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And when the going gets tougher, my students get going. Thank you so much. Have a happy new year and look forward to a great phase of life. 2 to 4 weeks in life are going to potentially ensure that the next generation has every reason to smile about. Talk about what transpired in the first half of 2020 in their ancestors' life. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.